Okay, what about the construction on all the different boards we have now? So just to outline the three of the main construction we have, like on the cross. Cross is built with full wrap PVC. So this board has to be very strong because it will be used in bump and jump. Some people will be very skilled. Some people will use this board to learn how to jump. So we kind of have a requirement that the board has to be very durable. And that's why we are taking the choice of two construction. Both are full wrap PVC. The carbon Integra that we have on the high-end version is really a very cool fiber because it gives an extra stiffness to the board, and at the same time it's very resistant to the impact because of the Integra. This kind of fiber, which is pretty exotic in windsurf, is used not often because we still have to protect the carbon Integra with a bit of fiberglass on top, as Integra doesn't like to be sanded. But this fiber really offers a lot of strength. Then for the cheaper version with a full wrap PVC glass, we are using all kind of different glass. We will use a setup of glass of 60 grams combined with 100 grams, some patch of wood, which we also have on the carbon version. A wood patch we're using are also unidirectional, so they are super strong. They are very good with a lot of fibers around it, and they really give an extra strength that it would be hard to get with some fiber. It's not a sandwich because it's too thin to really be called like a sandwich. But when you put it on top of the PVC, you really get something mega strong. So that's for the fiberglass board. And in terms of weight between the two, the weight difference is not huge because we are talking about using either 200 grams of fiberglass or 160 of carbon Integra. So in terms of weight, the weight again will be around, let's say, 500 grams plus minus. The extra will be really the stiffness of the board between the two. And carbon Integra is definitely more durable time after time. Then for people looking for a first approach, a first price, a board that is not looking for high-end performance, we have an offer with the monolithic construction. Monolithic construction is quite different. We're using molds for that, while with the carbon boards, also using mold, but we can use exactly the same layer with Integra with normal CNC board and then laminate by hand. With the monolithic, we need to use mold. We don't have, the core will be always EPS, but the fabric itself, it's quite a standard fabric with matte or combination matte, chop matte, and pretty thick. So the thickness of this fiberglass will create the strength. And it will also make the boards inexpensive. And that's a choice of material that you see a lot with companies building dinghies, like Optimist and so on. That's typically the fabric they will use to make it inexpensive and also accessible to everyone. But sometimes it's not enough, so we put also, in addition, on all our boards using chop mat and combination mat with this monolithic construction, we will always add a piece of 800 UD glass. And this UD glass will really create the strength and make sure that the board is very stiff, so it won't bend when you are sailing. As we are using this construction on the Nano, for example, but also on some long boards, and even on the race board, we will again make extensive reinforcement at key point on the board. So with those three constructions, we cover almost everything we do. We have even more exotic with carbon, which is pretty much classical. But I would say that PVC wrap, fiberglass, carbon Integra wrap, that's a construction that we will use often on boards that's supposed to be durable, and with people looking for a board that where they jump, they don't break it. So that's the point.